Hey everyone, welcome back to What the Fumble. It's me, Colin, or Tesenthius, if you're looking for the more attractive one of us, or, at least the one who suffers from all the consequences of my personal shitty rolls. By now, you've probably got an idea of what kind of chaos those natty ones summon, whether it's literally shooting ourselves in the foot, or popping some precious water wings. We've thought of plenty of ways to torture ourselves. But there could always be more, like my personal favorite, Hell Hath No Fury. The fumble where your attack is immediately redirected towards the nearest available Yuan-Ti Bard for... Sorry everyone. I'm being told that's not actually one of the fumbles we have. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you guys are ready to enjoy episode 13 of What the Fumble. Night at the Asylum.
I was at work today and I had to deal with a lot of ladders, and I walked under a ladder and I had customers at work be like, why would you ever put that bad juju on you? And, I'm kind of wondering, like, what are your guys, do you guys have to run in with like superstitious people or superstitions in the run of a day? Because it seems like I happen to coincidentally run into it really frequently at work.
Oh, man, I don't know about like regular superstitions like, oh, throw salt over your shoulder or whatever, but I always have really bad luck on full moons. Like I don't believe in any of like that stuff other than cursing my dice.
Cursed dice, maybe there will be a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if that's true, like me working in doors and windows and I have mirrored bifold doors, I have legitimately had to toss out so many mirrored bifold doors and have had to shatter so many goddamn mirrors. Like, I'm probably going to be, cursed with bad luck until 3 lives
summoned
from now.
a 1.
Yeah.
You summoned a natural 1.
How many ladders does it take for you to say you dealt with a lot of ladders in your line of work? Because like at my job, if I deal with 2 separate ladders in a day, that's a lot of ladders for me. There's a lot of ladders.
Well, coincidentally, I was helping out lumber and building materials, which takes care of ladders, and I had to do pack down for them. So this particular day, I think I brought down 21 ladders.
It's a significant amount of ladders.
And I have to lean them and then go under them to get them into the spot appropriately. And this is where a customer was like, dude, you're fucked.
So you like legit have to walk under every single one? Oh,
yeah. So I was doing it by myself, and I have to use geometry to get it under there and into the spot on the shelf without killing myself, because these ladders, some of them can get like 16 feet tall.
Sure,
right?
Oh, that's great. If it was a superstition you were buying into, you'd have gone fucking crazy by now.
Like I'm also in sales, and in sales, there's a lot of people that are very superstitious. Like on certain sale days, like at the beginning of a sale, I know one of the people in the department has to wear a certain shirt. Otherwise, he won't get any sales. Like, he's convinced he has to wear this same checkered red shirt that he has, like a dress shirt. And that's his superstition. There's another guy who has to smoke out of his vape instead of his regular cigarettes on those days.
On big sale days, he switches to vaping?
Yeah, exactly. Like trust salespeople. Salespeople are super superstitious.
The red shirt, I can almost see. I don't know if there's any significance to the color, but there's like politicians will definitely wear power ties and stuff. And there's some things that when you look at someone, you get a certain impression of them, but the vaping, like what difference does that make?
I'm not sure if that's like luck or you just don't smell like shit when you're trying to sell something to someone.
Yeah, it sounds practical. Unless there's like
you'd smell better but look worse. You'd be like, you don't smell like smoke, but you look like a douche.
He's a great
he's
guy.
in sales.
Yeah, there you go.
Some mythology of like blowing fat clouds that you gotta like worry about.
Oh, he made it look like a dollar bill. Look at him go.
Shit. Oh man, this pretty popular superstition. I've heard is that you should never take a long rest in an asylum.
What? Sounds fake.
Really?
Yeah, bad things happen every time.
Man,
Wow.
Every
yeah.
time.
Slash knows that one too well.
Yeah.
I
It's-
mean,
it's
we
one
already
you should
got all the
buy
bad
into.
juju out of the way, you know?
I'm sure.
One-time thing.
What are the odds Slash gets picked again? You guys want to get back into it? We ended last time kind of knowing that we were going to have to roll some dice. But who's up? Who's next on Heinfroth's priority list?
1, 2, 3, not it.
Oh, man.
Dang it.
1, 2, 3, Slash again.
Here's an interesting thought, though. The night Slash got taken, Heinfroth was still busy. Heinfroth has been a busy guy working with Van Richten. But Van Richten, as you know, is sufficiently taken care of, ready for transport. So Heinfroth has a lot more time tonight.
Oh, don't be
than he
like
had
that,
the other
man.
night.
Man.
A lot more time.
Heinfroth after dark.
Oh, man.
And after I've set myself up as apparently the most unlucky person in the world, like
Right? Here's what I'd like. I'd like a D100 from Tess.
Why, though? You know? We can
No
just skip
reason.
it.
Unrelated reasons.
Oh, okay, in that case. 97.
97.
Ooh.
I'd also like a D100 from Merlin Carlisle.
All right. Does it help that Merlin wants to like suck on one of the gas pipes like Steve-O during Jackass? Like, just hit a NOS tank real quick and just go to sleep before anything happens.
He's vaping. He's going to make a sale.
Oh, damn. I got a 98, Bob.
Come on. Oh, wow. One-upping. You can't even
Very
give me
nice.
this.
Very nice. One over Colin. Here's the thing, though. Also going to need a D100 from Lustra.
okay.
Oh.
Well, come on, superstition, don't be a thing. 65.
65. Lenara, if you don't mind, a quick D100 there, Adam.
Just a quick one. Okay. 57.
Nice, quick little 57. Slash, you're good for right now.
I'm good?
You're good for right now.
Fuck yeah. See?
For right now.
Hey.
Oh,
For
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Yeah.
We'll see how much time is left at the end of the night. He's got a lot of free time this evening. A lot of free
Just a
time.
follow-up. How humble are you now? The same. Well,
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, the fun. I don't mind kind of letting you guys in on it at this point. It's like out of character to you guys, the players. That first night, like I said, most of his attention spent with Van Richten, and what I had kind of decided is that there was time for essentially one of you to get a little special treatment. And so that D100 that you rolled, Miles, had you gotten a 50 or higher, you'd still have an arm, but you got under the 50 immediately. And it would have got passed to somebody else. But you, the very first roll I called for was failed. So it was you. But tonight, he's got a little extra time. Might have time for more than one person.
Oh, no.
But we're going to see how long it takes our lowest roller.
Oh, poop.
Oh, God.
See how long Lenara can resist. And if he finishes up with her soon enough, maybe he'll come for somebody else. Here's hoping.
Shit.
Here's hoping.
thanks for suggesting we stay another night. Slash's foot. Oh, I'm so excited.
Just going to bite my jaw. Bite through my teeth.
You're going to bite your jaw through your teeth?
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Oh, man, some of these are fucked. Some of these are so... this is
You
going to
can
be
just
great.
you can just choose not to use those ones. You know?
Lenara. While there's no real obvious source of lighting in the room you wake up in, it does seem to be well lit. The walls in the room they're made of some kind of hard stone that's been polished down to a mirror finish. No matter which direction you look in, you're greeted by dozens of Lenara doppelgangers in these mirror-like stones. It's like some kind of horrible fun house. You're surrounded by images of like fat Lenara, skinny Lenara, short and tall Lenara. In some of the mirrors, though, you're younger, you're different ages. Some of them have you wearing a dress and outfits you don't ever even remember owning. And others have you kind of dress like the way, maybe your hair up in the style it was when you first introduced yourself to everyone as Stiletto. There's a lot of Stiletto images in the mirrors. And Dr. Heinfroth himself walks into the room.
What?
Oh, man.
He's taller and lankier than you imagined. I'm sure you probably imagined him as a sweet little German dumpling. But he's a lot taller and lankier than a dumpling. He's wearing, that like Victorian style overcoat. He's got some glasses on the tip of his nose. And he walks in and he says, you are Lenara, yeah? My name is Dr. DeClaude Heinfroth. You should consider yourself very lucky. You see, Dr. Rayner usually takes care of the in-person requirements for many of my treatments, but unfortunately we are having difficulty locating him today. And so I will be personally taking care of every single step of the treatment. Isn't that great news?
Well, that's absolutely wonderful, Doctor.
And I guess to give you a bit more of a description of your personal state of affairs, you are in the center of this room where every direction you look in is a mirror. You're right in the center, strapped, like your wrists and ankles are strapped to a table that is like standing up. So you're standing up, but strapped to that slab in the middle of the room. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is that's your situation. Do you say? What do you do?
Are
you try anything?
My feet still on the ground, or am I like hanging off?
Yeah, no, you're still on. Yeah, no, you're not quite hanging. Feet on the ground. But if you look down at your feet, even the floor under your feet is polished down like a mirror, and you look down there, and it's like it's you wearing a purple dress you've never seen before.
Oh.
Fashion show.
Am I still in the robe?
Yeah, you're still in the rows, but the mask has been taken off
Okay.
so that you can see clearly.
I will just try and find a little slack and get comfortable.
Ugh. See, you seem less stressed than I am right now.
Is it all a front? How stressed is how's Lenara feeling right now? Like what are her inner thoughts? Is she panicking?
She's not panicking right now. If she's picked, that means somebody else is safe for the moment. So despite what's to come, it's there's that small blessing. Plus she gets some personal time with this doctor, seeing him in person as opposed to seeing him or just hearing him like Slash had. Means we've got a little more of his attention, and really she wants to know what the cogs are doing in his head. So this is as much hopefully information gathering for herself as it is the other way around.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, let's try to get a read on this guy's personality a little bit. When he sees you kind of try to get comfortable in your straps, he says, very good. That is the best way to do this. Just try to remain comfortable and relaxed. You see, Captain Baker tells me that you are not wearing quite the same outfit that you did when you first boarded his boat, that you have let down your hair, so to speak, that at some point it seems almost as if you had adopted a second persona.
He would not be wrong. I have used it for my hometown so that my more adventurous endeavors were not brought back to my family and my school life.
Yes. You see, these practices are very concerning. These are very dangerous things. It can be very difficult to maintain the line between all these personalities. But you should not worry. I have treated multiple personality disorder many times in the past, and I assure you that you will be receiving nothing but the best of care with me. Like many of my treatments, I find that before you can begin treating the problem, you must first enhance it, yeah? We must bring these personalities of yours to the surface so that they can be properly identified and treated, yeah? We cannot cast out the unwanted personalities while they are buried so deep within your mind. We must bring them to the surface, to the forefront, so they can be treated, yeah?
But you're the doctor, I suppose.
He's going to make you do a Myers-Briggs test. This is going to be a long episode.
This is good that you are so willing to accept the treatment. There are many who fight and struggle, but this is a good sign that you are so accepting. So please let us begin, yeah? And at that, the room you're in starts to get extremely bright to the point that you really can't even see anymore. There's this like really loud buzzing in the room too. One that it just keeps getting louder and louder and louder until it becomes just unbearably painful. And you can almost feel your brain vibrating from this loud sound, like a jiggling bowl of jello up there. And I'm going to need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. 15.
Ooh. I also need you to roll me a d4.
4?
A 4 on the d4. Very, very good.
Is that a good O for the 15 or a bad O for the 15?
This, like, you can almost feel like something is trying to get inside of your mind, and you fight. Maybe it's like you said just a bit ago, knowing that the longer he's here, if he's here with you, that means he's not with someone else. So maybe there's a little bit of that helping you fight this as long as you possibly can. The procedure goes on for 4 entire hours.
Oh, shit.
I mean, when it's all said and done, you feel like you ever sat in a massage chair a little too long? You know, your body's been vibrating just a little too long. There's that strange sensation when it finally stops. And when the lights die down enough that you can kind of see all these mirrors again in the room, you see the same kind of picture. You see all these Lenara doppelgangers, all different shapes and sizes, outfits, and Heinfroth is still standing. He's got like sunglasses on so that the bright lights didn't affect him.
Ray-Bans.
And he looks very impressed. He says, "Oh my, what resistance your mind has. I can see that you have completely blurred the line between the personalities."
I'm Batman.
He says, "Luckily, I have no other engagements this evening, so we shall try again, yeah?"
Yeah. I'm so happy for your help, Doctor. It's so hard to find great treatment where I'm from.
Oh, the same thing starts to happen. It happens again. Room gets super bright. That buzzing gets so intense it hurts. And I'm going to need another wisdom saving throw.
13.
Okay.
If it's a fail, I want to use my favored by the gods and add 2d4.
Okay.
I get the feeling that look says, roll them 2d4.
Oh, yeah, yes. 13's a fail.
19.
19. Give me a D4.
1.
Oh no.
The procedure continues for an entire hour. Another hour of you resisting as hard as you can. You've been in this room for 5 hours. You've had Dr. Heinfroth's attention for 5 hours. And at the end of the hour, nothing has changed yet.
Lenar's like a steel trap right there.
Oh, does he want to try again? I'm going to roll to see if he wants to spend any more time. Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't consider the time. He wants to break your mind. So he's going to try a third time. He is
Distract him or something, man.
she is distracting.
I mean,
him
true.
from you guys.
Yeah.
Just like I don't want the procedure to happen again.
Well, no, but look. Lenara rolled the lowest. I was next lowest. So anything that happens to Lenara, it's not going to happen to me now.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I also haven't rolled, so
This is
You got
will
this.
save.
Wisdom saving throw. The
Yeah,
procedure repeats a third time. He hits the switches a third time.
Nothing pithy. Do I notice his demeanor slipping, or is he intrigued by how
He's
solidly my mind is?
quickly writing notes. Yeah, he's super intrigued. Most people give in.
In the middle of the screams, Nanar's just, I want to be part of the et al. On this paper, please. Ah! Oh, that's a 9.
oh no.
Here comes the trauma.
Here comes the trauma indeed. Let's roll a d4 to see how long you can resist.
4 hours.
Very nice. Very nice. 9 hours you spend in this room under these conditions.
Just so busy looking at all the different outfits. I'm too distracted to be healed.
I mean, even like just standing in one spot strapped down like this for 9 hours, that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your shoulders must hurt.
Right?
Wrists and ankles
But yeah, the
must be
blood's probably
chafed
like
down.
drained from your fingers.
My shoulders hurt from carrying this party.
You know what? Do your worst, Justin. Just
Right. All right, let's
Kill her.
I'm telling you, Salash is the humble one.
Let's not get not get carried away here.
Oh, man, this is fucked up. This time, at the end of the procedure, at some point, you can almost feel that probing succeed and just feel defenseless. You feel almost violated, like something has been inside your mind. And when the bright lights kind of fade back away and you can see those mirrors again, there are now only 2 reflections coming back. Every single mirror in here is either a perfect reflection of yourself, Lenara, and the other 50% of the mirrors are all stiletto. All of them. That's all. Everything else is gone. The girl in the dress, gone. There's now a bunch of Lenaras and an equal amount of stilettos. You're going to hate this.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're going to hate this. How many spells do you have total?
What?
Like known?
Yes, including cantrips.
I have 8 total.
8 total?
Yeah.
Oh no.
How many things are you proficient in?
6 skills, 4 languages, poopy amount of weapons.
Saving throws?
Saving throws, I have 2.
2. Here's what we're going to do. You have your character sheet close by?
I do.
We're going to do this as fast as we can.
Oh god.
We're going to go through all your abilities. I'm going to roll a die on every single one of them. And I'm going to tell you whether it's even or odd, and you're going to write even or odd next to every single thing. Got it?
Okay.
Let's start with
What
proficiencies.
is happening right now?
Shit.
Okay.
Let's start with skill proficiencies.
Skills. Yep. Deception.
Even.
History.
Even.
Perception.
Odd.
Performance.
Even.
Persuasion.
Odd.
Okay. Survival.
You got a lot of proficiencies. Odd.
It's that half elf baby. That's my skills.
Let's do your saving throws.
Constitution.
Odd.
Charisma.
Even. Let's go to your spells.
Oh no.
Oh.
Why do I get the feeling whatever he rolls, that's what he loses?
No. Like,
See, somebody just figured this out.
oh my god, that's diabolical.
The table just figured it out.
Oh my god.
I don't know if she's going to lose them. She might actually get two personalities and only one of them has access to the evens and one of them has access to the odds.
So that's fun.
Let's go to
That
the
would be
spells.
horrifying.
Start with cantrips.
Mending.
Odd.
Prestidigitation.
Odd.
Of course, this
I
is the one
can't
time.
pronounce it.
But no, that's the
when
one
I'm
time you didn't
in my
say.
even
Nailed
personality.
it. Yeah, nailed it. Whatever personality you're in, nailed it.
Yeah. Shocking grasp.
Even.
Ray of frost.
Even.
Burning hands.
Odd.
And
Do you have chromatic orb?
chromatic orb.
Yeah. Even.
God, I hope you roll odd with what you lose.
Cure wounds.
Even.
Mage armor.
Odd.
All right.
Did we do it?
We did it. Do you want my weapon proficiencies or just the thing? Just those things.
Let's leave the languages as one chunk, if that's cool.
Sure.
So there. So all any language other than common is now odd.
Okay.
Shit. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out.
Oh my god.
This is brutal.
And what are you proficient in weapons wise?
Light crossbow, dagger, dart, quarterstaff, sling.
Yeah, why not, huh?
All right.
Why not?
Light crossbow.
Odd.
Dagger.
Odd.
I hope that's a stiletto personality. Dart.
Even.
Quarterstaff.
Even.
Sling.
Odd.
Oh hey, darts and quarterstaffs.
Hit points.
Unfortunate. we don't have to mess with that.
I'm proficient in hit points.
Oh man. So rather than leave you in suspense till the morning, I'm just gonna tell you now so you can start preparing how the fuck to adjust to this.
Oh god damn.
I'll let you roll this final one. Just roll any die, but before you do, tell us if Lenara's even or odd.
If Lenara is even or odd.
I feel like she can't even now, so maybe she's
Or
odd.
like if sorry. So before you roll, just call it, right? So
Yeah.
let's
say this is Lenara then. And she is even.
Lenara's even
Yeah.
and Stiletto is odd. Now roll me one more die to see who you wake up as in the morning.
I got $10 on even. Any bets? Any bets?
I'll take that bet.
I'll put $1 on it. Let's go.
$1?
Even.
Even. So you wake up as Lenara the next morning. It's not quite the next morning, but this is such a
Yeah.
thing that I'm telling you now so you can adjust appropriately.
Okay.
Holy shit.
The good news is that you just got Heinfroth to spend 9 hours trying to do that. That could have been 1 hour. Could have been 1 hour.
Oh, he could have had like multiple rounds with us.
Yeah, he could have got Slash in there too at the end, maybe. Second treatment with Slash.
Yeah, that's why he didn't roll. It's just like, you're next, buddy.
But there is still time left. The other morning, you guys really didn't start coming back till 7, 8 o'clock. So there's still a few hours left. Oh no! Couple hours. Pretty sure. I saw you doing some math.
It's like
I'm pretty
12
sure.
hours,
It's
right?
like
Like
so
5
3.
a.m. It's like 8 to 8, right?
8 to 8, I think, is what happened
we
last time. Yeah,
used 9 hours.
yeah.
So 3 hours left. Yeah.
Still a few. Some treatments, unfortunately, can't be done in 3 hours, but some can. Some can.
This guy could have like won the Nobel Prize for solving schizophrenia, but instead he does this.
Oh man, he's having a good time doing it. Let me tell you that much.
I didn't solve it, I perfected it.
Who was the next lowest? Lustra?
Yeah. I don't like the sounds of that.
There's not actually treatment, he just steals his shoes.
Lustra.
That's what I'm banking on.
Why did I walk under so many ladders today at work?
Right. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Lustra. You wake up strapped to a table in a room. The floor, the walls, the ceilings of the room, all of them are tiled with these 1 foot wide squares of alabaster tile. The room itself has this very clean chemical odor, and it glows faintly with this pale white light. And there's a soft humming in the room, a sound that you can feel more than you can hear. It's a humming that seems to kind of rise and fall rhythmically just below the level of your conscious hearing. And the door, a very well-hidden door, opens up, and Dr. Heinfroth steps through. Says, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. The previous patient took longer than I had anticipated. But I am confident that we can deal with your treatment in a much more timely fashion, yeah? Please, I am Dr. Claude Heinfroth. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Lustra, but I kind of feel fine. I just had this potion a second ago, and I feel fantastic.
That's right. You constantly feel like you just drank a healing potion. You're like, you can't bring me down. Can't bring me down.
I'm invincible.
Do your worst, buddy.
On this note, considering it's been 9 hours and a long rest is 8 hours, can I classify myself during this interrogation as having a long rest?
Oh, sure. Yes.
Well, hey, HP might be a thing, right? So
he says, Captain Baker tells me that you spoke of trying to find someone, yeah?
Yes, I'm looking for family and friends.
Yes, I find that very interesting, despite the fact that they are so close to you. You see, most people who realize that they are in the domains of dread, they tend to think nothing but escape. And yet here you are with your thoughts of finding someone here. I find this a very strange thought to have in your circumstance. Unless, of course, this is someone that you love in some way, yeah?
Yes, one does tend to love family, and with Rena, yes, I do love her. And I'm willing to trade freedom for still chasing this love, because don't you find life is meant of trades?
Perhaps, but we must be very careful with love. It can make the mind do very dangerous things. But you can consider yourself lucky, for, like most emotions, I find that if it is brought to the forefront of your mind, then it can be treated, and you will not find yourself making such rash decisions based on these feelings of love and adoration. They are clouding your thoughts.
I don't think so at all. I mean, when it comes to great things such as love, I'm willing to trade life and body for it, and life is all based on trade. You traded your time and your emotions and your adoration for whatever freedoms you may have for being a doctor. And do you feel that's worth it?
This is, of course, the work I do is all for a good cause. Everything I do is in the name of trying to eradicate mental illness from the world.
And what I'm doing is just trying to find happiness in any way that I can. I don't think that's irrational. That's how life works. You need to find a purpose.
Perhaps
and I'm willing to
correct.
trade freedoms for that purpose.
It is an interesting way of thinking, and perhaps you are correct. And if you are, then these treatments will not hurt one bit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So let us find out if your words match your feelings, shall we?
What a power move.
You're talking a lot of shit for someone within lobotomizing distance.
The humming in this room, that humming that you could feel more than hear, starts to pulse kind of quicker and quicker until it becomes just this deep bass-filled rumbling that just threatens to rattle the teeth right out of your mouth. And when it seems like the rumbling can't really get any more uncomfortable, the lights in the room flare out with this painful brightness, and you can feel your mind being just hammered by this powerful psychic probe that is trying to manipulate your brain. And I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh, that's a 6.
Open with the uh-oh. Oh boy, 6 right off the bat. Oh, I was correct, you see. You are suffering. But this will not take long. It will not take long. In your brain, though, Lustra, what you now see, your brain is just filled with pretty much every image of anyone you've ever loved in your entire life. Probably see images of your mom, your dad, Rena. Maybe like play back that day that she gave you these little booties of yours, and what are some thoughts that Lustra associates with love?
Probably being shown around Port Nyanzaru in Chult with Rena. Just learning what it means to have a shop and how a city works. And of course getting shoes from her. And then that circling back into his childhood about, is dear old mom making shoes for him? And just the warm feeling of, those feet, and that while his dad would always make fun of, he would always cry without his shoes, but he did sincerely enjoy that. And just the love that was put into that, and the comfort, mainly the comfort of all of that. And when it comes to the Mistcliff Mountains and the dreary, god-awful weather and all that stuff, and just being nice and warm and cozy, like that's what he annotates with love, is just being warm and cozy.
You like the thoughts of the dreariness aren't even there as you're thinking of these things. It's like your mind just keeps playing them over and over and over and over again till your body and mind just become overwhelmed with the feeling of love. Like this just keeps playing back, and essentially the scene cuts off anytime an emotion other than love is being represented. And it gets to a point where it's almost overwhelming. And I need you to make me a charisma saving throw this time around.
That's a 12.
Oh boy.
Oh man. When that rumbling, humming sound goes away, you still, like, the feeling of love does not go away. Matter of fact, you see you see Dr. Heinfroth standing in the room. He's put on a pair of like those earmuffs that guys wear on airport runways so that he can't hear the super loud humming in the room. But he's standing there, and you immediately, and you're like, hey, he's kind of cute.
Aww.
It's like, yeah, I see it.
Those limbs are lanky, or what? I wonder what else is
out.
lanky.
Ask him out.
Essentially what I'm saying is that you see Heinfroth and have the same feelings towards him as you would for Rena or anyone else.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It is some interesting thoughts that come to the forefront of your mind.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Your treatment didn't take long at all. 2 quick fails. When you wake up, even though, like I said, the same as I told Adam, we're not waking up quite yet, but when you do, you are going to love this party you're in. You're going to love your fellow adventurers so much, to the point that if 2 of you were subjected to like an AoE effect, let's say, David, that you and Adam are that Lustra and Lenara both subjected to a fireball and need to make a dex save. Lenara's going to get +2 to her save. You're going to get -2 to represent jumping in harm's way for this person you love so much.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Anytime there's an effect that happens that could affect yourself and one other person, you get a minus and they get a plus. As you throw yourself in harm's way, I'm sure you'll be fine, though. It's not like you think you just drank a healing potion.
Does that affect stack? So if there's like 4 people, does he get like a -8?
Oh,
and we
no,
each
no.
get +2?
No.
Okay, good.
No, he only has time. I guess if that ever happens, we're going to know who he really loves the most, I guess. We're going to find out if that ever happens.
Welcome to Dragonborn Bachelor.
It's Dr. Heinfroth.
Oh, man.
Who am I going to give my shoes to?
That's a cool little thing, though. So that kind of represents you like jumping in harm's way to save the ones you love.
Oh boy.
And just in case that isn't bad enough, if we enter initiative, there's going to be a 10% chance that, and we'll roll if we enter initiative, but there's going to be a 10% chance that Lustra is only willing to do 1 damage per attack because you're not going to want to hurt what we're fighting. You love it. You'll kind of go through with the motions and be like, it's cool, guys, I'm doing it. But in reality, you're not actually stabbing that hard because you love what we're fighting. You love it.
Wow. That
boy.
is messed up, man.
It's 10% chance every time we enter initiative.
That's, oh boy.
Small chance, but if it
Did you
works,
hear
it's
how many
bad.
ladders he's walked under?
It's true. A lot
Yeah,
of ladders
like,
in David's life.
geez.
Holy shit.
10% of the time happens 100% of the time.
Oh man. Apparently to Lustra.
Oh boy, oh boy. That was quick. That was quick.
It's not too bad.
Oh, it's pretty quick. 30 minutes quick, according to this chart in front of me.
Oh god, there's still 2.5 hours left.
Lustra's pretty fast.
So easily broken.
I'm not strong mentally. I don't do good think. I fast, stealthy, and strong. Like, that's it.
Tess. Can...
I got a 97.
You did, and you're next. That's why you haven't gone yet. That's
Damn
why
it, Lustra.
Merlin beat you out by 1. By 1, Merlin beat you out.
It's for the best.
This one should be interesting.
Great.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Ah, that makes one of us.
How's everyone feeling?
Feeling great.
How's everyone feeling?
I love everybody.
I've almost got half of me rebuilt.
Oh my goodness. Poor Adam. Just like grab some scissors, cut that character sheet in half.
Man, I'm actually kind of happy I lost an arm. I got off easy, all things considered.
I told you guys earlier today, I'm going to make you wish I fucking cut off your arm.
Jeez.
Slash looking like he got off easy at this point. Tess, there's still enough time. Still enough time. You wake up in what looks like the exact, I guess Tess wouldn't know, but Colin knows that this is the exact same room that David / Lustra was just in. You see the same like white alabaster tiles, weird chemical odor, maybe even smell a little Lustra's cologne left on the table you're strapped down to.
My musk.
Ode to boot.
Natural musk.
Do you smell feet in here? Anyone else smell feet? No? Oh, all right.
And sure enough, a well-hidden door opens up in this room and Heinfroth starts walking through.
I assume I'm bound on a table.
You are, yeah, same deal. Sorry, yeah, bound to this table lying on your back.
Are my limbs or my torso bound?
Your ankles and wrists are bound to the table. So you're almost like spread eagle on this table.
Well, Tess is immediately going to try to sort of hook her hands and try to slide them out of these.
Sure, yeah, you can give me a sleight of hand. No, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Just flat dexterity. Just roll flat dexterity.
8.
An 8. Nope. Not gonna do it.
So she's just straining against it as Dr. Heinfroth comes in.
Oh, I like it. Veins popping, trying to get out of this thing. You hear his voice, his now familiar voice. Good evening. My name is Dr. Heinfroth. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I wish I could say it was mutual.
Yes, well, I am sure you will be thanking me after these treatments. Captain Baker tells me that of all the passengers on the ship, you displayed the most amount of fear. He described your hesitation when you were told to get in the coffin. He tells me you were scared to put on your mask when it was given to you, and that again, you wanted to take it off when you arrived here, but Captain Baker is no doctor, and after careful evaluation, I have concluded that the emotion you suffer from is not fear at all. It is apprehension. The two emotions are often confused, but apprehension, you see, is much closer to dread than it is to fear. It is my belief that if we enhance this apprehension within you, if we bring it to the forefront of your thoughts, we can help you. Yeah?
How does having a mask on all of the time help us anyway? What's the point of all of this?
As you see, the greatest difficulty in the treatment of mental illness is the overcoming of emotional barriers that are established by the psyche to protect the mind from harm. While these barriers are normally very healthy, they become impediments to my treatment process in the case of those who have lost touch with reality, you see. In order to break down these barriers, a patient must lose any sense of personal identity. Once this is done, then we can begin curing them of all the other ailments they suffer from, and we can rebuild the barriers for their return to society.
But you're removing their identity. You're not going to return that person to society.
But they will still be themselves, and you will still... you see, I can tell you are very lucky you have come here. Listen, this is a treatment you desperately require, and yet you are apprehensive of it.
Yes, of course. Why would I be apprehensive about being strapped to a table with a strange man standing over me? I mean, you'll always talk about how lucky we are. Your vampire captain said that we were lucky as well. Right before his crewmate tried to drink all of the fluids out of my head.
I can see you are suffering from anger and frustration as well, perhaps. Actually, tomorrow night I will be overseeing the transport of a very important patient, but perhaps 2 nights from now we can work on these other emotions of yours as well. But for now, let us deal with the apprehension, yeah? I understand you are apprehensive of this, but it is to be expected.
It's not apprehension if you know what the consequences of being here are. Honestly, if anything, I'm more sane than any of the other people I'm with.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay, boomer.
Your words disappear in the loud humming of the machine that gets turned on. The lights in the room get super bright. Feels like your teeth are going to rattle themselves out of your mouth. And I'm going to need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Tess.
Oh, please.
Come on, Tess.
Okay, 15.
15. I can see in your mind all these images of all the times you were kind of apprehensive, all the, you were apprehensive to put the mask on, to get in the coffin, all the apprehension. There's been a lot of it. What are some other, give us a quick look inside of Tess's mind. What are other things that she's been apprehensive about up to this point?
I mean, going back a ways, living back in the Celeste Woods after Simon had left and the war had ended and he hadn't come back. Basically waking up every day and still looking down the path to their house and almost expecting to see him walking up even after she knew, like, she had accepted that he had probably died, but there was never any confirmation of that. So she always dared to hope.
You're like apprehensive to move on, essentially.
Yeah, like she stayed in that place where they lived for 40 years, and every day, just anytime someone would come to deliver a package, instead of seeing that person, like, she would glance up and she would see his silhouette, and then it would change to whoever it was. But she would leave messages for days because she was afraid or apprehensive that it would finally be the letter of, we found his body, we found him, but that never came.
But never stopped. I mean, there's definitely some hope in there, but I just think probably the apprehension would kind of be like not wanting to move on, I guess,
Yeah.
right? Like everyone's just telling you like, hey, he's not coming back, move on with your life, and just wouldn't do it. Like, yeah, but what if tomorrow's the day? What if tomorrow's the day? Well, that's really sad. But you managed to shake the feelings off. And Heinfroth seems fairly impressed by this. And says, oh, all of you who have come here have such interesting, powerful minds. The treatment, unfortunately, does not seem to have set in, but we do have time for one more attempt, yeah? And the humming comes back.
Fuck.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Tess. Come on.
Oh, I love the way you work, and I love the way Tess struggles.
Okay. That was weird.
That was weird, man.
You thank the lovely Dr. Heinfroth for that.
Apparently it's not love, he's just really horny now.
It's my love language, okay?
The bard
Judge
isn't
how I
the horny
express my
one.
love.
18.
18. You once again manage to fight this off. Oh, you lucky.
Oh my
Lucky. That's 2 attempts. Puts me at 10 and a half hours, I think.
Each attempt is half an hour?
And he says, I think we can squeeze one more, yeah? We can squeeze one more in. After this, unfortunately, I will be having to take a look at a second patient. But if this one fails, we will get back to you. I just simply must have some time to look at that strangely shaped lemon head.
Well, I mean, who am I to take time away from you? It might take longer than expect.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Come on, monk.
3 attempts.
Please,
the
please,
book
please.
says
Come on,
3
monk.
attempts. That's what it says.
Fuck that book.
Fuck this book.
Yeah. I want to fuck that book. I'm going to love being crazy.
You're going way
great.
above and beyond what's necessary
right.
over there.
This is the first campaign where I really, really want you to have a character voice and a David voice that are not the same.
Right?
I also do not enjoy being on the same side of the table with David anymore. But that might change.
Who's playing with my foot right now? What is
His hand's been on my thigh all night.
Really good massage. Oh my goodness.
Oh, great.
right, roll 'em.
Let's keep riffing so I don't have to roll this.
Just roll it.
Nothing's gonna
Rip on this
change.
Band-Aid.
18!
Nice.
You lucky
Oh, God.
son
Oh.
of a lucky son of a
Brain.
My
like a
brain
steel
has
trap.
abs.
man. Oh man. Well, Tess is like, strapped up and blindfolded, all that good stuff.
Oh, don't make eye contact with me, David.
And essentially,
Nobody's saying that.
essentially escorted back to your cell without any change to your mental state of mind, except maybe a little freaked out, but nothing happens mechanically. You survive the night with no changes. Merlin Carlisle.
Is fast asleep.
is about to wake up.
Oh, shit.
After a fitful rest in the cell. Don't worry about it.
According to this, I got time for one try on this. You just got to get through one fucking attempt.
That is
one
a
attempt.
tall task for Merlin for a variety of reasons, which we'll get to in a sec.
Merlin, you wake up in a room that no one has seen yet. You find yourself in a room surrounded by gleaming metal walls. Directly in the middle of the room is this large glowing crystal sphere. It's a big sphere of crystal. It's got a bunch of crystal shafts that connect the sphere to the wall, so it's kind of like hanging there, suspended by these shafts right in the middle of the room.
Okay.
And it's inside of that sphere that you find yourself in.
What?
You're
Okay.
inside, Merlin.
Strange.
It's a pretty tight squeeze,
It's a juicer.
but you're all kind of curled up in the fetal position when you wake up so that you can fit inside this almost egg-like sphere that you're in.
All right.
And throughout the entire room, there's this faint sound, like dozens of whispering voices that are all talking at once. It's making it impossible for you to pick out any of the words any particular voice is saying. There's just this endless buzzing of voices in the room. And a well-hidden door opens up, and Heinfroth himself, busy night for the doctor tonight, he walks in and says, "Ah, what a pleasure to meet you. I am Dr. DeClaude Heinfroth, and I have very good news for you, Mr. Carlyle."
Okay. And Merlin's like in this crystal, and it looks like he's trying to break out, but really he's just shaking from the tremors that he incurred from the previous night.
that's right.
Still got your tick going
Still
on.
got my ticks.
Dazzle him with your lemony freshness.
Not the time. And and Merlin just kind of looks at him, doesn't really say anything, but he's just kind of like squinting, trying to get a good look at this shrink.
He says, yes, I apologize that we do not have more time this evening, but in a few nights we will have all the time we require for your treatment. You see, your lemon-shaped head is quite large. It is much larger than the average skull. And yet, after careful evaluation, I have discovered that your brain size is actually slightly below average. This is very... There is a lot of empty space in there, Mr. Carlyle.
I mean, not the most pressing problem, Doctor, to be honest with you.
I can see why you would think such a thing. You see, when I see this, I think of it not as a shortcoming, but I see this empty space as room for improvement, yeah? We
That's
have
what my mom
room
says.
to build. That's what my parents say.
Mom says I'm special.
Says I can learn a lot of things.
This is you can learn quite a bit here. You see, we can enhance your intellectual capability here. I am sorry that we will not have the entire evening, but perhaps we can make some progress in the short amount of time that we have left, yeah? And those whispered voices in the room get a lot louder. They go from this buzzing to droning and eventually reach this point that is so loud that I'm going to need Merlin to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, come
that's
on.
cruel.
That is actually really mean. Oh my god, I fumbled.
No! Oh, wait, what?
No! I got a
Nat
1.
So what's the actual score?
0.
Okay, so it's not a -1.
No. I mean, it's Merlin, so he's a
that's-
very unlucky person in life, and this is just fitting, I guess.
That's on brand for him.
Man,
It is on brand, yeah.
you're going to love this.
Yeah. I'm
Roll
sure I
me
will.
roll me a D100 if you don't mind.
Okay. What if I say I do mind?
Well, then I'll roll it for you, I guess.
Well, here's the thing: you don't have much of a mind. That's the problem.
Justin's-
Okay, that's just mean. For the guy who's supposed to love everybody, that's just a mean comment there.
Where's the love, man?
All right. 12.
12.
Justin's got a chart of fruit back there that your head's going to change into.
Isn't that what
lemon
pear?
to orange.
A fumble, huh?
Yeah.
Fumble.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I feel like everyone but you is about to hate me right now.
Really?
Wait, what?
Wait, why?
Oh, are you just
like,
going to get a
+2
brain
intelligence?
transfusion?
With the fumble, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you can go ahead and add 2 points to your intelligence score.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's the cost?
All right.
What is the cost?
There is no cost. It's just helpful.
No,
Hey,
the
you know,
cost, unfortunately, was that D100, which was a roll on madness. So you're smarter, but unfortunately, the cost is that with the 12, looks like it says being drunk now keeps Merlin sane.
Being
So
drunk keeps me sane.
That's what it says right here.
Oh, that's really
What a
bad.
12 is. That's what a 12 is. So
Wow.
sobriety puts Merlin in a strange position.
Okay, this is what we call character development, I guess.
Right? Yeah.
So are his ticks like literally just tremors from not getting
Oh my god.
not getting liquor?
Interesting thing about the ticks. Now that that's done, Merlin, we all wake up. Slash you, there's no time left for you. There was actually only time enough to try Merlin once. So that 9 hours Lenara fought, it helped a lot.
Yeah.
It helped a lot.
You're half welcome. The other half may say that you're welcome tomorrow.
I love them both.
Let's take kind of stock. Let's go back over what the fuck just happened and how I want to know how everyone's feeling in the morning. Slash, you wake up. What are you at now? You've got 2 points of stress and what else? You got anything else going on?
I've got that fear of being tied up
You're right.
as a result of my night in the chair.
Yeah.
I have a prosthetic arm now, which is great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And 2 points of stress, right?
and 2
Yeah.
points of stress.
Lustra's at 1 point of stress.
Yeah, 1 point of stress. I always feel like I just had a health potion. And I love everyone take a -2 to AoEs. And the person I save, quote unquote, gets a +2 to AoEs.
So you're in love with everybody.
Oh,
Gets
and there's a
the
10%
stress.
chance I only do 1 damage to whatever we fight.
The power of love.
The power of love.
Turns out not that powerful.
Man, Adam now has 2 characters.
Woo! It's a feature.
I get credited twice.
Both of them, the stress carries over to both, unfortunately.
Excellent.
Aw.
You know what? I think we should maybe even roll on that
Oh yeah,
right
like
quick.
Lenara
Let's see if
spent
stress.
the night.
Roll any die. Even is Lenara. Stiletto is odd.
Stiletto has the stress.
Stiletto has a stress point. So
Oh.
you wake up as Lenara, an unstressed Lenara. That's
What?
actually pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
wow.
worth it. Totally.
Talk to us about what kind of things Lenara can do.
Much less now.
What's gone?
Lenara is a monk now because she can fight with a quarterstaff and darts, and that's basically it. Yeah. She's proficient in deception, history, and performance. Case I need to tell you where dance came from, and then lie about telling you where dance came from. I have my 2 damaging cantrips. Don't mess up your boots until tomorrow. I've Ray of Floros, Shocking Grasp, Chromatic Orb, and Cure Wounds. Now, Cure Wounds comes from my Divine Magic, which is part of my subclass. Do both of them get it, or still only one?
I had kind of contemplated giving the spellcasting ability to just one, but I thought it'd be funner to just split your spells. So both personalities have are spellcasters.
All right, so both of them would get Cure Wounds?
Oh, no.
No.
No, sorry, I misunderstood there.
That comes from my Divine Soul, not my Sorcerer Spells.
but there's still components.
Just
right?
wanna make sure.
Whether it's verbal, somatic, whatever
Yep.
the thing is, one of you doesn't know it.
Cool.
You just got a regular soul. Nothing divine about it.
Yeah.
Aw.
She's got the Divine Soul, and this one's the healer, the other one's the killer.
Man. rough times for Mr. Adam Payne.
I don't know.
Honestly, like, you have double the amount of characters anyone else has at this point. So
Yeah.
win-win, really. Tess, how you feeling? What do you got going on at this point? Some stress?
Tess is stressed
but somehow, stupidly enough, Colin is just a paranoid person, but Tess has no other effects on her.
Oh, so you're doing pretty good. Just
Yeah.
point of stress. Aside from that, feeling great, fully rested. Merlin Carlisle, you've never felt smarter,
I feel like drunk while hunting.
right? Drunk Will Hunting.
How do you like them lemons?
We needed some comic relief after all that. Take inspiration.
Stiletto would not have made that joke. Oh my god, is my inspiration based on
Who had?
character
Did
too?
you have one already?
No, I didn't.
Well, now Lenara's got one.
And then if I switch, I lose it.
That wasn't Stiletto's joke.
Oh, this is great. I love this.
We'll have to just get Merlin to have constant martinis. Just twist a lemon in there. Gotta
it
keep it the
all-
branding.
That's it.
The split character thing seems.
Excessive.
It's fun on paper, but once we roll initiative,
It's
some of
cool,
these
but it
things
sucks.
right?
Can we find out when does he have any
No,
control?
we don't
over
know.
When does he change into his altar?
He'll
Well, he
tell
woke
us.
up as Lenara. You know that much.
Full moon.
It's gonna be like a daily thing. just
She's
roll.
aware, Stiletto.
God
Oh,
damn.
all right. Time to bundle up.
Well, it seems
on
we
a nice
can't
air.
get any healing today because Stiletto, or sorry, is it Lunaro or Stiletto that has the healing?
You don't know about it at all. Don't use that snaky voice. It is Lenara that has the healing, though.
Yes.
Man, some of those. That's all. What I'm really trying to say is, I just had a blast. I don't know about you guys, but damn, that was fun.
Glad that really worked out on your end. And,
Yeah, so happy for you.
Hey, look, you're 2 points smarter, buddy.
you know what? I kind of fared well, I think.
You're also an alcoholic now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're
What's-
2 points smarter.
Still got the shakes too, right? That's still a thing this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's just so much going on. But yeah, the ticks that you got from looking into that crystal ball in the surveillance room, those disappear after this much time passes.
Oh, sweet.
Now it's just withdrawal.
Yeah, you're right.
And Looser, yours were like the same level of madness. Unfortunately, so you're not at the amount of hours I rolled yet.
Okay.
What's sober Merlin like?
Good question. What is that?
Like, he needs to be drunk to be sane, but we don't have no booze.
We have a whole keg of
yeah,
wine.
and a
We
bag
got-
of holding.
I want to know what he's like. We also need to save that for the vampires.
He
Yeah,
can
like-
spit on them.
It's certainly something to think about. I mean, you guys wake up today, and after everything we just got through, I mean, is the plan? Are we now? It's about 8 o'clock in the morning at this point. Are we 4 hours away from the escape plan? Is that where we're at? Is noon or what time? 11 is when you think he's. So are you 3 hours away from go time?
I guess so.
Yeah, Slash is very much ready to go. He sees that everybody has their limbs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Refill on bacon?
Yep. Slash actually has spell slots now. He feels like he can take on the world.
How does... Oh, great. We needed Slash to have a larger ego.
He now feels like he can take on multiple worlds.
How's Merlin's head looking? Is it like extra swollen from the extra
He
thoughts
looks
in
great.
there?
Looks great.
Yeah. Just more like real estate taken up on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's not a sloshy in there. It's not.
Less rattle.
It's great.
A lot more pulpy.
Good.
Man, oh man. Everyone feeling like they can take on the world.
As long as I don't have to cast certain spells. Better not break any more doors, boys.
Well, hopefully. I mean, you know, the idea is kind of like this is the one, right?
Yeah.
Next door you break, don't got to mend it because the plan is to run like hell, I think, right? That's what
More or
it's sounding
less.
like.
More or
You've
less.
got a Van Richten to go scoop up. You've got some asylum to walk through. You got some front doors to go out of. You got a gate to go out of. You got a path surrounded by forests to walk down. You've got a giant elevator on a cliff to get by. The docks are 3 miles away from where you're at.
my
There is
God.
a big a big adventure about to start, a big ol' escape plan, and I guess we'll be starting it up next week. I guess, fellas.
Oh, man.
All you did was torture us.
That's it. Like I said, I had a blast.